I need to find out the score actually. Score? Score? We have in the bottom right corner a red Zerg player. Oh, Akontistes. My fellow Alpha X caster. Please don't go to him. Stay here, please. We have in the bottom right corner, on New Repugnancy, the red Zerg player. His name is Erik. One game behind right now versus his blue Terran opponent. Spawning in the top right corner over here. His name is Clem. Right, Creed, what can you find me on Erik? I need to know. All the Liquipedia. Go, go, go! Let's get that insider information. Need to keep up with my water consumption as well. It's gonna be a long day. Alright. Nothing too crazy going on. Everything looks normal. Actually, he made a spawning pool way before he made an extractor. That's kind of interesting. So most likely going to go for that macro opening with a very quick third base here for Erik. Maybe he feels like he needs to get a little bit of an advantage here. Maybe it was a mistake. Who knows? But this early on in the game, I doubt he would be making mistakes. Just reading chat as well again. Thank you, Creed. I appreciate it, buddy. So, expansion coming down from Clem. The Reaper doesn't really want to commit to his scouts here. Just deciding to hang around his main base. Doesn't feel too secure. I don't know what happened in the previous match. Maybe something happened there and he's expecting a rush. Or some Zerglings to run across the map. Or a very quick speed. I mean, he did see the natural. And he saw that how far it was being created. So he knows that that was, you know what, not too late. And at a reasonable, put down at a reasonable time. Reaper now moving across on the map. After having that SCV being prodded by the Queen. Reaper gonna try to take advantage. Maybe throw a... There we go. A little bit of a mine. Oh boy, that Reaper's in trouble. A little bit of miss micro there, unfortunately, from Clem. Didn't see that second Queen come in. And now the Hellions are gonna do their best to replace the Reaper on the opposite side of the map as his intel gathering units. What do we see over here? Actually, a Tech Lab Viking coming out. If only the Viking would get superpowers in some way because of that Tech Lab. That would be pretty cool. Unfortunately for us though, it's going to be a regular Viking. But it's going to be one that is going to be capable of getting rid of this Overlord. And then maybe denying that scouting. He's going to be able to go again once more for that Banshee play that we saw. He does favor when we saw that one game versus Stefano. Actually going Liberator here. Very interesting. Is he gonna fake Cloak? Maybe this is a fake. He's not investing into the fake for making Cloak as well, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe he's just gonna fly it around, switch these to the starport and the factory. Hellions trying to get a little bit of poking done as well. Don't get to do much since that base is still being created. A couple of creep tumors. Okay, does cancel that second one there. Couple of creep tumors though were in trouble there for just a brief moment. Let's take a look at Erik, his injections. It's always a good way to kind of, you know what, see how good a Zerg player is. How on top are they on their creep spread and how on top are they on their injects. These Lynx trying to get a scout off as well. They did see that third base being created, so both players fairly well aware right now of what is going on. Viking still trying to hunt down some overlords. Gets a second one here. And the Liberator, now with the Queen being a little bit out of position for the Viking, gonna be able to get in a good position. That's a lot of drones not mining here. At the same time, we see the Hellions trying to get in, but there's a lot of banelings there as well. Good surround by Erik. Manages to get a couple of Hellions there, but doesn't want to pull back, doesn't want to lose these banelings for nothing. Fortunately, he is going. Ooh, actually, that was still very close. Okay. A little bit of damage there. The Queen should be able to deal with this rather nicely. Only one drone here right now. Clem must be a little bit frustrated that there is only one drone. And let's see in total how many works he actually got from that. It's 2 workers. 2 workers, not the best. Looking at the units lost tab, we can see that he clearly put in a lot more than he really gained from that in investment. With the Viking, the Liberator, and all the Hellions going down. Has a siege tank over here, is already in a good position to start taking that 3rd base. Fly it over there. Can you guys hear this drill going on in the background actually? Is that a thing that's audible for the microphone? Some neighbors are doing some construction. If it is audible, I can still close my window and hopefully that is gonna negate it ever so slightly. We have 2 reactors for the barracks, so very bio play. Nothing too crazy going on. The Spire being created by Erik though. And completely unaware is Clem still, so that might still be able to do a little bit of damage as long as these Marines are in fact on the opposite side of the map. But at the same time, with these Marines pushing out here, let us see how many Zerglings he has here. Well, he has 6 Banelings. He should be completely fine against this. Baneling speed also about to finish, so absolutely nothing to worry about here for Erik, the red Zerg player. And there we go, it's picked up again. Just denying some creep here and there. Shouldn't really be able to do much more than that though. Picked up again. These banelings are just on top of it, not letting anything get through. 4th base for Erik as well. Gonna have to see. Thor's being created though. That's a good call actually. Thor's, and then also going for the Widowmine upgrade. Completely sure how that one is called. The quick burrow upgrade anyway. And I'm wondering if he will switch these 2 around, going for the double Widowmine production after this, or if he is just going to keep adding more and more Thors behind this. Oh no, actually, look at this. There's a second factory. So yeah, he is just going to use that one factory, obviously, to keep on producing Thors. And he is completely fine against these the Mutalisks right here. Look at that zoom. It's all for you, Bounty. Right, zooming back in again. Don't want to get a headache too quickly now, do we? One Marine checking if there is a 5th base over here. Does he know about the 4th base? He does not actually. Oh, now he does. Alright, he just scans as I say that. Alright. Thought I could mention something interesting and then he just scans. Fortunately for that Marine, he did run to the wrong base. Luckily for him, he doesn't have to show his face back in base and get laughed at for running to the wrong base, because he did get killed there. Well, maybe that isn't as lucky, but he does get spared the unpleasant walk of shame. Running back here, that's Widowmine getting a couple of units there. I'm not sure if that was a great hit, honestly. Maybe one Mutalisk and 1 or 2 Zerglings. I don't think he got a Baneling actually. Erik, being a little sneaky boy, putting down a couple of Banelings in the 4th base location for Clem. Gonna try to walk around with those. We'll have to keep our eye on them. Clem maybe being a little bit too aggressive here onto the creep, using quite a few of the Marines. Trying to split up, needs the Widowmines here for protection as well. Oh boy, at the same time though, the Banelings moving in. Alright, there is enough there to defend that. Nothing too bad happening there. Clem being on top of it, moving his army back to deal with that at the same time as well. Great micro from Clem. Oh boy, that's a lot of Banelings coming in. reasonable connections, honestly. Freemason Brotherhood salute, really, Kozan. Thank you very much, Freemason. Oh, we have more Zerglings in the counter-attack stance right here. And it still doesn't do too much damage, though. Both players kind of going blow for blow. And thank you very much, Freemason, for that for that comment right there. I appreciate it, buddy. I do try so very hard. Even if it kills my voice, I will not give up. I will continue shouting at this awesome match that is going on right here. Banelings not really getting on top of those Marines. There's still a lot of Banelings left though. Going wave after wave with these Banelings, but still Clem just being right on top of it. Not letting those Banelings connect and moving back into those Widow Mines. More Widow Mines moving forward now aggressively. With that quick burrow there, it's going to be very difficult for Erik to deal with this. Needs more Banelings here. Clem, he might be able to get something done here. Erik needs those Baneling hits, but Clem already splitting up. Are there more Marines actually being pushed across the map? No, there's not. So the Marines are thinning out here. But there's still a lot of Widow Mines as well. As long as those Banelings run on top of those Widow Mines, Clem should be good here. Oh, marvelous splitting going on. But Ultralisk behind this. Look at this. 3 Ultralisk guys are in the production tab. They are going to be done rather quickly. And Clem, with only having Marines and Widow Mines, he's going to get cleaned up really quickly. He needs... well, he needs to do any damage right here if he wants to, very quickly, because those Ultralisk are going to be out any second now. He needs to take down his base. Oh, he does get that base. Okay. Well done, Clem. But he needs to retreat now. He needs to get all his army away from this situation. He does not want to be fighting these the Ultralisk without a significant more number of Marauders. Decent trouble picking up here. Decent Widow Mine connections actually. Taking down the cluster of supporting units here for the Ultralisk. 2 more Ultralisk might be taken down here actually as well. Let's speak too soon. Clem just completely out-microing Erik here. Coming in again once more, poking, burrowing the Widow Mines. And oh my god, that pile is so low. Can't get hit one more time. Needs to move backwards. Keep kiting backwards. He has a lot of space still to kite backwards, but that's a lot of Ultralisks, and still with the mutes there as well. All those Ultralisks go so low though. Planetary Fortress is available here. More okay, Liberators are here. They should be able to stabilize in this situation. That's a lot of Banelings though. Great Widow Mine hits. Taking down all those Banelings. Alright, Clem stabilizing once again. Really going blow for blow. The supply though looking like more and more in favor of Clem. Taking down that 5th base was quite a big blow, especially considering there's not much mining going on anymore in these 2 bases. So Erik almost basically on 2 base mining right now. And you can see it right here. He doesn't have any bank going on. If Clem keeps up this aggressive pressure, and now also already having all these Marauders and Liberators, he should be able to push through here. With already the counter in hand. The Corruptors dealing quite nicely with the Liberators though. Not that many Marauders left, but there's more on the way. Not that many Ultralisks still alive at this time and moment. Clem just needs to micro a little bit more and then break these Ultralisks. If he breaks these Ultralisks, he might be able to push through and deny that base again. Erik not overcommitting this time, staying on the creep. Clem still making more units move across the map though. Oh, Erik, no! You need those minerals. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much, Freemason. Ultralisks are a very, you know what, they are strong, but you definitely need to have some sort of surround going on. You need to come from 2 places at the same time, or else they will just get kited all day long. Infestus could be a good addition as well, as, you know, but you do need to land that fungal. And Clem right here, seeming like he is in a good position to just keep on pushing through here. I'm not sure if Erik is going to be able to pull through. The Infestor doesn't have enough. Oh my god, he didn't get the pathogen glands. So all the Infestors are pretty much useless right now. Very expensive paperweights. And this does not look good for Erik. Erik might be on his final legs here. The Corrupt is coming around. That is a good move. Trying to deal with those Liberators. Needs to take them down. That's already a pretty reasonable thing to do. But without there being any creep here, it's going to be very easy for Clem to clean up this Zerg army. And this feels like Clem should have this. Clem completely obliterating anything the Zerg has at this time. Zerg scrambling. The Infestors, they do have fungal now. This is their last chance to get something done. Oh, those are pretty big fungals actually. Wait, maybe I spoke too soon. I don't think so though. I don't think so. I still think Clem has this. He just needs to push forward again. Oh my god, 6 more drones going down in the top. 2 Widow Mines sneaking in there. Burrowing a Widow Mine there as well. Erik, what is your plan from here? Only 45 workers available for him. So Don't and 3 Mason Smith seem to know each other. I'm gonna read that later on. But first I'm gonna try to shout as much as possible on what is going on in this match still. Clem still moving around. These Widow Mines finally being taken care of. This is allowing Clem to get in a marvelous place here with all his Widow Mines being in the middle of all these bases. It's gonna be horrible for Erik to clean up. It's gonna be very difficult. These Zerglings now finally trying to get on a flank, but being met with all these Widow Mines. Beautiful split already, so the Fungals will not be able to get any good targets, and this should be it. This should be it now. Clem, there it is. Taking the victory. This is a 2-0 victory for Clem. Well played, well played.